Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my March favorites, showing you everything that I loved throughout the month of March. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been wearing a ton of makeup lately, but I've got a few new things that I've really been enjoying and a couple of skincare items for you as well. If you're curious about this makeup look, I did just film 2 IG reels. I'm testing out the Fenty Skin Tint for the first time. That will be my next foundation review, so stay tuned for that. And some new things from Revlon. So those will both be linked down below if they are live. If not, they're coming soon to Instagram, but be sure to subscribe and let's go ahead and get started. Kicking it off with a lip color that I love, not what I'm wearing right now, I'm just trying this out for the first time, but I think I really like it. Linked below as I mentioned, but this is the Rimmel Stay Satin Liquid Lip Color. I really love these. I think they do not get enough airtime in my opinion. They are kind of this in-between matte liquid lipstick and a lip gloss formula. I find it to be really comfortable because you're getting full pigmentation, but it's not drying down matte, but you're still getting a decent amount of lasting power. I find them comparable to the ColourPop satin liquid lipsticks. I don't even know if those still exist, but I remember saying that those are my favorite liquid lipstick formula of all time. So these are definitely up there, and I found when Rimmel launched these, they actually launched a really nice amount of nude lipsticks that would be good for a variety of skin tones, because sometimes they've come out with a really beige stuff, but this has a really nice variety. Specifically, this is the color Shoulder Pads. I wore this in a recent drugstore get ready with me, so I'll link that down below if you want to see it in action. And I believe I did do a lip swatch video of these in a new from Rimmel, so that will be linked down below if it exists. Also in that drugstore get ready with me, I'm using the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. I can't remember if I've put this in a favorites already, but definitely a favorite. It's so good, especially now that I've got a good shade for me. So previously I was wearing 170. This is 200 Warm Sun, which is a little bit of a better match. I believe this actually comes in 36 shades, which is amazing. First of all, for Essence, like, they've been known to launch beige, neutral beige, beige, light beige, kind of beige, you know, like, it hasn't been good. It's a European brand, but they're global now, so we expect more. And I mean, even in Europe, come on. But anyways, this foundation I really love. It's $8.99 at Shoppers Drug Mart, probably available at Ulta as well, and of course in Europe. It says it has hyaluronic acid and aloe vera. It's a long wear formula with natural coverage, finish, and a weightless feel, and it's really beautiful. It does say it's hydrating, but don't get that confused with glowy. It's not that it's matte, but it's more of like a skin-like finish. It's so beautiful, and for $8.99, like, even by drugstore standards, that's incredibly affordable. It's also cruelty-free. The only kind of downfall is you can't really get a good gauge on your shade because it comes in a box, which is kind of nice. That's good for hygiene, but the colors on the outside of the box and the color on the outside of the packaging is not completely accurate to what's in the actual packaging. So I recommend, you know, not to be biased, but checking out YouTube reviews and things like that. That's generally how I match myself, but definitely consider picking this up. All of the makeup I'm talking about today is from the drugstore, which is fun. I never even noticed. This is a newer Revlon mascara. I haven't tried, I don't know the last time I tried a Revlon mascara. Like, the drugstore sticks out to me when I think of mascara, like L'Oreal, Maybelline, Rimmel. They all make amazing mascaras. Essence makes amazing mascaras. Revlon, I'm trying to remember. Revlon to me is mostly lip color, and some of their complexion products are amazing. But anyways, I tried this out recently. It is the So Fierce Big Bad Lash. It's what I'm wearing right now, and you'll see it in that IG reel. But what I noticed about this was it gave my lashes not only so much length, but they looked really light and fluffy. Like, sometimes I love having a ton of black mascara on. It can look heavy, borderline clumpy. I'm okay with that, a nice heavy black lash. And it's not that this isn't like a good impactful lash, but it's just looks really light and wispy and fluffy. I wasn't totally sure with the brush. It's like a traditional bristle brush loaded up with quite a bit of product there, but I'm really impressed with this. I haven't had any issues with transferring or smudging, but I generally don't with mascara, so if you do, I'm not like a great gauge for that, but I can tell you that I really like it. I think it gives a nice fluffy, just, yeah, I don't know. I'm really impressed with it, so let me know if you've tried this. This is something new from Quo that I used in another Get Ready With Me that I will link down below. This is their Brightening Facial Mist with vitamin E and C. One of the reasons that I love this so much is it's hard to find a mist with a good mist. And look at that. Oof. Right? Really, really nice. So this isn't a setting spray. It does have vitamin E and vitamin C in there. It's a fine mist that helps to nourish and soothe skin, leaving a perfectly dewy and bright finish. So you could use this as makeup prep. If you have a drier skin, you can kind of use it throughout the day if you want to refresh. You can use it at the end of your makeup. That's how I used it in that tutorial, but not necessarily to lock everything in place, just to add a little bit of hydration, kind of blend everything together. I feel like that can do wonders to a makeup look if you find your face looks dry or cakey after the fact and you're like, what do I do? Options like this are really nice, and because it is a light mist, it's not going to leave big droplets on your face. It's not going to like start breaking down your makeup. If you have super oily skin, this wouldn't be my #1 recommendation. I would definitely go with like a setting spray like Urban Decay De-Slick or All Nighter, but it is really, really nice, and again can be used as a skincare item too. My skin has been quite dry with wintertime and testing out new foundations, things like that, staying inside. So I've been using this quite a bit. It's from NYX. It is the Bare With Me Hydrating Jelly Primer. This has a crazy texture. It really is like a jelly. It feels very bizarre poking your finger in there, but it's really nice. It has like a jello consistency, but once you get it on the skin, I think this is something that even like actually, I would probably recommend this to people who have oily to normal skin. If you have a dry skin, you're probably going to want something that has a little bit more richness and creaminess to it. Not that this wouldn't work for you, but this is a great light hydrator. It doesn't sit on the skin. It just kind of creates a nice moisturized base for you to put even like a matte foundation on top of. If you're trying to balance it, it works well under skin tints. I really, really enjoy it. I actually love this line. I'll link my review down below. I reviewed whenever this came out. It was this, there's a skin tint, a cheek thing, whatever came out with this line was all really, really good, but this primer is really nice. Only kind of downfall is it does come in a jar, which is not my favorite, but considering I'm still reaching for it and it's in packaging that I don't like, that means I really like it. And a highlighter that I've been wearing non-stop this month is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. I wear this all the time, and you get a lot of product in here and need so little. It is such a bright highlighter. I know everybody's very much into like no makeup, kind of glossier, rich people skin, as we call it around here. And this can still give you rich people skin. You gotta go a little bit lighter with it, but it is definitely like a bright boom and highlight. It is a beautiful, beautiful gold color. So if you have a warmer skin tone, a deeper skin tone, there's more options at the drugstore than ever, but this is such a good one. It comes in a bunch of different shades too. They've got some nice iridescent ones, some kind of pinky ones, more pearlescent, but this one for me is my fave. It's in the shade Champagne, and I've said this a million times, but I really find the Physicians Formula butter products to be comparable to high-end in terms of their formulation. It just feels so good. It looks so good. It melts into the skin. In the video I was talking about, I'm like, it highlights my pimples, but like that's my problem, not Physicians Formula. They also just launched a bunch of new stuff, which I have to test out, so I will report back on that. I've got a hand cream that I really, really love, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I think I might have, because I remember saying that this scent makes me feel very, very grown up and adult. It's from Burt's Bees. It's the Orange Blossom and Pistachio Hand Cream with Shea Butter. I have only recently come around to pistachio flavored things. Not that I've only recently come around, I guess I've just never tried it. It never appealed to me. I think my first time was in Rome when I had pistachio gelato, and I was like, and then the scent of Orange Blossom, like I've always loved citrusy scents, but Orange Blossom especially is again like this very sophisticated scent. So this is Orange Blossom and Pistachio. Did I say that? Anyways, they've got a bunch of different scents. I really love this one, and it's not too perfumey. It's not like, you know, I don't love anything super scented for my hands, especially in the run of a day. Like, I'm not trying to incorporate that in, but it's a nice light scent. It doesn't linger for too long, and of course it is a really, really nice hand cream itself. It's got shea butter in there. It's nice and small, so you can keep it in your bag, and I love me some Burt's Bees. And they also just launched some new stuff, so keep your eyes peeled. Everybody's launching new stuff for spring. It's like hard to keep up now that we're not in stores, and like I just feel like I'm not consuming content maybe the way I used to be, and things are showing up and products are launching and I'm like, what? I'm just not in the beauty space as much. I'm just in the TikTok space a lot. But anyways, I've got a new product here that I'm absolutely obsessed with. I think it's so awesome. And they've got 3 different ones. The one I'm pointing out now is the fragrance-free, because I know a lot of you are looking for fragrance-free options, but I love all of them. This is the Garnier Green Labs Pore Perfecting Serum Cream. This is the niacinamide, so this has niacinamide and hemp seed oil in there. What I love about this is that it has SPF 30. A lot of the times when you're finding, especially at the drugstore, SPF moisturizer hybrid products. It's got 10, it's got 15, 20, 25 at most, and 30 is kind of the bare minimum for if you want it to act as an actual sunscreen as opposed to like a moisturizer with some sunscreen and then you can layer your own sunscreen on top. So I really like that this kind of does it all. They call it a serum cream. I would consider it like a moisturizer and a SPF. I guess there's like obviously the benefits of a serum in there. This one is recommended to those of us who have an oilier skin type, larger pores, you want to mattify the skin. There's one that is infused with vitamin C and pineapple, and another that has watermelon and hyaluronic acid, I think, so kind of depending on what you're looking to tackle. The niacinamide is the only fragrance free. It's got a good texture. It does have somewhere in between a moisturizer and an SPF like formulation and texture, but it does not give me any white cast. You know I would not be on here recommending anything that's turning me purple or gray. So I really love this. Excited to see that it launched for the summer, and it's Garnier, so it's quite affordable. And I really, yeah, I think this is great, and so glad that it came to Canada because you know we have problems with SPF. Now this is newer to me, but I do want to mention it because I have been liking it. Drunk Elephant has launched a new serum. You know I'm a sucker for their skincare. Their vitamin C, the TLC, the baby facial, like the lippy balm. Oh my god, I haven't had the lippy balm in so long. I'm gonna rebuy that. I'll buy that during the Sephora sale. Okay, so this is the Drunk Elephant Proteini Power Peptide Resurface Serum. So in here it says it's a mega strength AM/PM serum that combines their greatest and strongest levels of peptides, plant-derived growth factors, and 10% lactic acid, so it's going to help with tone, radiance, and the bounciness and kind of fullness of your skin. So I really like this. They say you can use this day and night. I personally use anything with like a lactic acid in the evening, that's just my preference. I'm going to use a vitamin C in the day, but I really like this because it seems to do a good job with the texture of my skin, but it also leaves it feeling hydrated. I'm not sure that I would pick this over the TLC. I'll kind of have to research as to like what would be better for who, because they're both going to help out with the texture of the skin. The TLC has a combination of salicylic acid and glycolic acid in there, and then this one is lactic. So some people's skin responds better to one than the other. There's also a really, really popular lactic acid serum from, what is it, Biossance? Is that the name of the brand? I just finished a vitamin C from them. I'm literally all over the place today. But anyways, I've really, really been liking this. I will continue to test it out, but so far so good if you were curious. So that's everything from me this month. Be sure to let me know down below what you have been loving. And as always, if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!